This preset keeps all of the Launchpad's default functionality intact, so you've still got session, the 2 user modes, and mixer mode, and to that it adds an additional 6 modes. You can get into those by pressing user 1 and then pressing the user 1 button again. To exit these modes back to the default modes, press user 2 plus the arm button. Alright? While you're in the LPC modes, the top buttons up here are global, meaning they're the same in every mode. First you've got your shift button that modifies the function of controls. Next to that you've got mode select that accesses the mode select page, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Next you've got undo, then play stop. Next you've got track left and right. These can also navigate between devices. Next you've got scene up and down, and these can also turn on or off the selected device and lock the controls to a device or unlock them. Alright, now back to the mode select page. As you can see, this is a momentary page. I'm only in it when I'm holding down the mode select button. You can also lock into this page by pressing shift. Alright, on the side here you've got the mode select buttons. These select which mode you're in, and the selected mode will be shown in the status bar. This button down here selects the Launchpad's default modes. Alright, up here you've got what are called the additional global controls, and they're called that because they're available in several modes, so you're going to see them again. So you've got metronome on and off, global record on and off, overdub on and off, tempo control in 1 BPM increments. Down here you've got current track arm. This is clip record, which I'll show you once we get to the drum mode. Here you've got global quantization on and off, and if you hold this down you can use tempo increase decrease to set a new global quantization value. Here you've got record quantization on and off, and again you can use the tempo buttons to set a new value, and the value will actually be shown in the status bar in live. Here you've got a fader for controlling cue level. Right down here you've got keystroke functions. You've got arrow keys, delete, enter, and then plus and minus. Now these do different things depending on what's in focus, so you can move the focus around with these 3 buttons here. So you can move to the browser focus, for example, or the main focus, or the detail focus. Alright, up here you've got view controls, browser hide and show, switch between session and arrange, switch between clip and track view, and hide and show the detail view. Down here you've got a set of cursors for controlling the selected clip. Alright, with up and down they'll transpose the selected clip. If you turn this switch on, they'll detune the selected clip. With left and right, when this switch is on, they'll adjust the start time. When this switch is on, they'll adjust the end time. And when the middle switch is on, they'll adjust the position. Alright, and finally this button here will turn the clips loop on or off. This mode gives you control over the selected track. You have button faders for volume, pan, and then 6 sends. Now by default these send out step values, so they jump immediately to values basically. You could change that though by pressing shift, and this bottom row of buttons here sets the ramp speed. Right now that's off. I'll turn on to one of the faster speeds here, and now you can see that the values gradually change. Alright, they still move pretty quick though. I'll show you an example of a slower speed. Alright, you also have on this page increase, decrease, and reset switches for the parameters, so you can fine-tune them basically. Alright, and up top here you have reset switches, which will reset the parameters back to their default state. Alright, on the side you've got mute, solo, and arm, then track launch and stop. Up here you've got a monitoring status toggle, and then this button here will only become active when you have a group track selected, and it'll allow you to open or close the group track. This mode is basically the same as track mode, except it's for controlling device parameters. So you still got your button faders, you still got the increase, decrease, and reset switches. The only difference is over here. If you're controlling a device that has more than 8 parameters, you can switch between banks of 8 parameters here. In this mode you can chop clips up or play them chromatically. It has 3 sub-modes, but before I show you those I wanted to show you the controls that are the same in all the sub-modes. You have clip loop on and off. Here you have clip toggle that'll launch the clip if it's stopped, it'll stop it if it's playing, and then over here you've got direct access to basic global quantization values. Basically all the values except for the triplet values. Alright, with the first sub-mode, Chop 16, the pads will be assigned to 16 evenly distributed start points based on the length of the selected clip. So it basically splits the clip into 16 parts, and you can then trigger the parts from the pads here. So to show you how this works, I'm going to play a clip all the way through, and the second time around I'll make changes to it. Alright, Chop 32 is essentially the same, you just have 32 start points to work with. Alright, and finally in chromatic you can transpose clips. This side does ascending pitches, this side does descending pitches.